is it a good time to buy property? Back to the question at hand, after talking a little bit about the economy. So, as I say all the time, and I've said in my book, Dream a Big Life, property is a long-term investment. So if you're a flipper, and you probably won't be listening to this and won't need my advice because you'll be watching the economy like a hawk. If you're a flipper, it's probably not the best time to buy. But if you're going to buy something and live in it for the next 5 or 10 plus years, then yeah, it's a great time to buy. It's a good time because the property market has come down. It's a purchaser's time to buy, and interest rates still, aren't huge, so you can lock it in. I'd lock your interest rate in for 1 to 2 years, probably no more than that, because no one knows what's going to happen in the next 2 years. In the next 12 months, we can sort of work it out a little bit more accurately, but in 2 years, we have no idea. So, in my view, if it's a long-term investment, yes, it's a good time to buy now. So that's the end of the podcast. No, just joking. But if property is a long-term investment, just like shares are a long-term investment, all of these types of investments are always long-term. They're not short-term things. It's best to go into the property market with a long-term mindset. I'm going to own this property for 5 to 10 years. That's the best way to, in my view, to go into it. And the property market will, have highs and lows in that time. So don't worry if property prices drop. Yes, yours will drop too. But then as the property market comes back up, of course, your property will go back up as well. So really don't worry about it. At the moment, in Australia, lots of building companies are going broke. And I saw a couple of weeks ago, a property sold, and it's basically a pull down, and the person's obviously going to pull the cottage down and rebuild it. And they paid what I think is top dollar for the property. I wouldn't have paid that much, but whatever. But when I saw it come onto the market, and I thought, well, that's a pull down. And I thought, you would have to be a brave person to go into a building contract at the moment, with all the builders, with so many of the builders who have gone into liquidation in the last 12 months.